Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Tomb World Survival. So, a quick recap of what's going on. James is away. He went and basically gamed the system to get the AI Persona Core, which got sent to us via trade. And then, of course, we have a raid here who are sappers. They want to sap. So the issue here is, again, we've got sappers. So the first thing I'm going to do is Faustina and Semph. You gotta come south. Looks like the sappers will be here, so I want to get ready to fight said sappers. So what I'm gonna do is get my brawlers and my shooters ready to go nuke them into oblivion. So you guys are all coming down. 11, you could... Oh, Kazumi, you're cutting a weird way. I don't know why you took that shortcut. 11, just drop that there. Nice. That's actually probably not the right spot for it. Let's have Safalu cut that rock. Alright, so Stormy, you've got a Doomsday Launcher. Aggro, I'm not going to give his Doomsday Launcher because his radiation's built up a little bit, and I don't want him to become too radiated by trying to launch. So let's see what we're up against. Oh man, we are up against 3 enemy Doomsday Launchers or 4. Let's see. Let's check numbers. 4 enemy Doomsday Launchers. So the people we need to look out for is Huber, Margot, Nitra, and Chapman. Alright. Well, Stormy has 1 Doomsday Launcher and no radiation buildup with a bionic leg. Who's going to be the other one? Maybe we'll have it be Kazumi. She tends to like that role. It sort of appears to me like my raiders, I don't know where they're going yet, but we'll try to figure it out. Looks like they're going north, the North Pass, which is, I don't know why they would do that. That's kind of strange to me, but that's just my 2 cents. All right, so Kumi and Stormy are ready. I don't know where I'm going to need to be. I just know that I'm going to need to bring the heat. Then we're going to have people situated, ready to shoot wherever they're coming in. So, Faustina and Semph, you guys are last in. Let's get you up. Okay, so Turkit, or whatever his name is doing something weird. Same with Marcus. That's okay. Their Sapper's definitely Yuli in here with the frag nades in front. But really, anyone with a sword could also sap. Poor James is missing out on everything. He's not going to be present for the fun. So they're definitely going North Pass. They're either coming through here or through here. And given their current trajectory, I'm guessing up here, which is really strange. Alright, well, let's prep for that scenario. I'm going to grab the lance that normally belongs to Stormy, just so that we can shoot a little bit better. Yeah, they're definitely going north. No, they could be coming out here. Nope, they're going north. Alright, so they'll be coming out this pass, and what I'm going to want to do is to be ready to nuke them into oblivion. So I'm going to, you know, Faustina, you really should not be the one doing this, because you collapse at every chance. She's a wimp, so if she gets randomly shot, she'll just go flop over. So what I'm going to try to do is snipe Yulian out. How bad is my radiation's not great on hired gun. But I want to snipe Yulian out so that he can't sap and he's not in front of the group. Semph, how's yours? Okay, both of theirs is pretty bad. My range on this It's pretty limited as well. Faustina, you got your gun. So we have an assault rifle that's unaccounted for. It's kind of out of bounds, but everything else is fine. Alright. I'm going to get them moving. Damned be the radiation. Alright, now they both have shots on Yulian. And Stormy and Kazumi. Alright, he's dead. Let's get back to cover. We're doing a double launch. So Kazumi just launched. And Stormy just launched. No. Okay, they're starting to aim at me. Medical emergency of radiation. So we have downed 10. And checking numbers, they have 22 left. Or 22 total. Something. I don't know how many more I have to take down. But their 2 Doomsday launchers are injured but not killed, unfortunately. And then 1 Doomsday I've neutralized, I think. Let me check numbers. Yeah, so we only have 2 Doomsdays up left. I've destroyed those other launchers, but I don't think I'm going to have too many raids left. Now I need Stormy and Kazumi to recover from their launches, and... oh, Stormy's going to get... that is some unbelievable luck. Stormy shielded from it, from this slate meteorite. And hired gun is counter sniping them. And again, this meteorite tanks yet another. They are out of Doomsday launchers entirely 100%. If that's the case, oh, that is so lucky. Thank you, little slate meteorite. I'm going to move to cover. Stormy and... Stormy, you are going to get your... unfortunately, I have an assault rifle out there. They're fleeing. Boom! That was done really, really nice-like. There's no more weapons out there that I really want to recover, because the Doomsday launchers have been either destroyed or used up. But that was pretty good. That was pretty dang efficient. All I got was nicked a little bit in the torso with a machine pistol. So, in the scheme of things, I call that a total success. Thank you, Slate Meteorite. No, Semp, you don't need to do that. Oh, I guess you did it anyway. That was one of the ones that had a Doomsday launcher. Alright, so, other tips. Eugene mentioned that if I want to mine out the compacted plasteel, other than the one node that I've got here, which I will set as limited radiation, I could just throw grenades at it and blow it up for resources. So I'm going to forbid these frag nades to that end. And then there was also an issue of who mentioned that? I'm trying to accredit you, but I forgot to write it down. I will find it for you. Pavel mentioned that I've got a lot of different turrets in my base. So what I'm going to do is cannibalize some of the uranium turrets, so that I am able to build the cryopods sooner. Don't cower there. I'm just going to let them pass over. Alright. Interestingly enough, you are hostile? Ooh, Turkit here. One of their brawlers is just on fire, dying. And that's, my friends, how you use a Doomsday launcher. And get really lucky about the counterattacks. Aggro, you are almost too radiated for this. Okay, can't allow it. Put you on NORADs. Stormy's already fully healed. Aggro and hired gun, you are also on NORADs now too, apparently. Okay, the 2 of them. So, the plan was to break down some of these, uranium turrets. I don't need to break down too many of them because they are relatively loaded full of uranium compared to the pods that I need to build. So that's no issue there. Break a few down, and then we'll have the resources we need to build the rest of these pods. So I'm going to queue up this section of pods first. And I would like, ideally, because I am recording this on Christmas Day, to have it be a Christmas miracle of winning on Christmas. A little white Christmas. So let's try with someone that doesn't have too much radiation. Maybe Kazumi, because she often goes... Oh, she's on a food binge. Never mind. That's too bad. Kazumi... No, she's no longer on a food binge. I sort of forgot to take her off of lavish meals. Did she eat one? She didn't even eat one. Good for her. Alright. Construction tasks ought to be a priority at the moment. And then Poppy here is just going to need to crank through... Really? Crank through the advanced components, as should Aggro at this point. He might build them a little faster. So, advanced components. I'm going to copy this queue, paste it, and set this up for Aggro. Copy this queue, and paste it, and set this one up for Aggro. So we can have a bunch of them at the same time getting cooked up. Alright, Janes, you are almost home. I've broken down enough uranium to build the rest of these. Yes, definitely. Because I only had 9 left. It's 14 per. So that's less than 140, 153 uranium that I have. So unless I have to reload the slug turrets, we're good. Stormy, I'm going to try something with you. So this was Pavel's suggestion. I'm getting battle sounds. Is that guy dead again? Is he? Where is he? Oh, here he comes. It's not doing a whole lot of damage, but it will work eventually. Wow, that guy went down really far out. Well, heavy blasting, right? Alright, that's about enough, and then we could finish it off mining. I think you get a higher yield finishing it off mining than you would if you just nuked it with fragnates, but that's a really, really interesting solution there. One that I definitely would not have thought of on my own, so thank you for that. Alright, so here 11 is delivering some uranium to these caskets. Now we need regular components. Aggro, you should be smithing, not mining. And in fact, what I'm going to do is assign Poppy to the night shift so that they are not trying to smith at the same time. rather than building a second component bench. Why were these open? Oh, Chapman, one of the Doomsday launchers, also dead. Alright, your medical emergency is decaying. Okay, I don't need 2 of these mini turrets here, but I don't, yeah, I will break this one down. Just for the components. Alright, so Acid is building one, but is very close to 2 irradiated. We can have you finish that one, and then that's it. To no rads. Poppy must be on the bench. Yep, Poppy's on the bench. These guys are cranking away on the plasteel that I'm going to need to build the rest. So the issue here is aggro. Okay, I can finish off... I'll have to micromanage him, but I can finish off one of these nodes without getting irradiated. But then the rest of them will require a little radiation. So what I could do, because I don't really need that much high yield, is I could just... oh, come on, stop it. What I could do instead is just fragnade them out. This is on limited radiation. Oh, hang on a minute. Alright, he's back to medical emergency, but oh, he only got 6 plast... Maybe this method doesn't really work, because he got very minimum amount of plasteel. But James is home, and he's going to be able to help mine for us. Welcome home, buddy. What an adventure you had. Let's have you drop that turret. And I'm going to break that down for parts. Okay, so the yield is really terrible if you try to do the nuke approach. So maybe I won't do that. Where are you going with this, dude? He's like, gonna cut across the entire kill box. It's like, no, man, no, don't do that. It's not good for anyone. Alright, so we have half the caskets built, and I'd like to attempt to build the other ones. What aren't we? Weapons. Ranged. Sniper rifle. Okay. Let's close this door. Major break risk. Yes. So James, you could be unlimited radiation and just deep drill. I will try to deep drill for the plasteel that I need rather than to nuke or whatever. I'd like to, like I said, I'd ideally like to not have to cannibalize the base if I can help it. I just don't like cannibalizing bases if it can be helped. Oh, well that's... I guess this is one easy way to get catharsis. He wants to sleep with Poppy. Oh, what? I mean, you literally just had to assign yourself the bed, buddy. You're tantruming over nothing. Like it ain't no thing, buddy. Here he is, bashing walls. Alright, you do know you're the chief constructor. So you're just gonna have to put this all back. I find it funny that he's running around, like, picking weird, obscure walls to bash. As if somehow it's better than just bashing one wall over and over and over. And now he actually gets to sleep with Poppy. Alright, well. So much for that strange tantrum. Alright, Faustina's actually doing a pretty remarkable job of just getting that plasteel. She's about to have a mental break. But she's been really cranking away on it. Alright, checking medical tab. Aggro, acid, and hired gun are the ones that should be restricted. So aggro, hired gun, acid, but not Cephalo. Cephalo, you are able to go out into the radiation, apparently, according to my medical tab. Yeah, 21. That's not so bad. Let's get 2 more pods. In fact, I'm going to allow for the queue of all pods, and we'll start to haul the steel, and that will give us a far more accurate account of the resources that we need and what we're missing. We're missing basically components. Now, it might be possible to do a trade run, but I think we can actually source the components locally rather than have to go all the way up. It is a lot of advanced components. It will be 21 advanced components, but, oh, food binge. Don't you be touching those lavish... Okay, yeah, we are going to have to put those lavish meals away, because he's going to eat them all. There we go. Eat all the fine meals you want. And just not the lavish. Alright, so part of me is like, this is, how long have we been? 20 minutes in? Alright, Stormy. When you're up, I'm going to send you on a trade run. You might have not the most trade price improvement. What is your trade price improvement? It's not that bad. 12. Pick a Stormy because of the bionic leg and no radiation. Compared to Kazumi, that's pretty irradiated. Poppy, that's pretty irradiated. Yeah, it's going to be Stormy. Okay. Cephalo's trying to eat all her food. And I don't have a lot of silver. So I'm probably just going to send a lot of the clothing that we have, because I doubt we're going to have to go through a whole lot more clothing. Because all of these are pretty much waiting on the components and advanced components. Yep, pretty much exclusively. And look at that, we're making beer. Or 2 deep infestations. Well, I'm going to grab the uranium that I have. I really don't want to have to deal with this. Stormy, you are going to launch yourself, the chickens, and some food for yourself. The sculpture. Damaged clothing. Silver. A few teas for the road. And get going. The rest of you, acid, aggro, yeah, we'll get you up north. Who else is close? 11. Hired gun. Symphony, Poppy, and Aletta. Didn't want to have to deal with bugs, but I'm clearly going to have to. Stormy, you're on your own, and Kazumi, let's have you Kazum up here as well. Alright, please come be angry and attack me. Kazumi, just got inspired creativity. She's a very good artist and constructor, but like, I don't know if we really need to do that right now. Come on, bugs. All the way down. All the way down. Fight me. Fight me. Okay, as soon as I fire on one of them, they're all going to come. Tony, can you get to this spot now, ASAP? Quick, quick, quick. There we go. Perfect timing. Faustina. Go haul the uranium away. She's a little moody, so I'm dismissing her. Same with Hired Gun. His mood's not great. Alright, so is that all of them? Yeah, that looks to be all of them. It's not that hard, it's just, it does require pretty much everyone to stop what they're doing and go attend. Tony's gonna make sure they're all dead. The only good dead is... The only good dead is a bug dead. Yeah, you know what? Don't dead open inside. That was a chief example. And I'm going to stick with what I said. Alright, let's get some lights back up in here. Cephalo's just been, like, eating food during that entire fight. Literally, he's been eating food the entire fight. Yeah, cool. Stormy, you are getting loaded up to go pot away. I can now cancel the load. I think what I'm going to do is, it's Christmas, right? I'm going to let everyone eat lavish meals now that Cephalo is not chomping the lavish. Alright, we have pretty good progress on pods. And I think the trade I'm going to run is going to help to supplement what I don't have, the components. So let's go to Eos, visit. Here we are, trade. We are selling our chickens because they're not coming with us, but I don't want to butcher them for meat. We want your advanced components chiefly, and I should be able to afford those. And then regular components. There we go. Got a whole bunch. I even sold the pack of survival meals because I don't think I'm going to need them for my return trip or anything like that. Stormy, you are a construction of 4. But to make a transport pod is a construction of 6. So I didn't really calculate this perfectly because someone's going to need to go up here and make... Oh, you know what? Yeah, this sucks. My whole outpost is all wrecked. I forgot about that. So someone's going to have to go here and rebuild it significantly because it's just been destroyed by that stupid fire. Cool, I say, not actually meaning any of it. Well, that would be a good job for Jane's, but that also means that I am going to need a lot more steel than I currently have. Because we are going to need to build pod launchers and all that jazz. Now, some of the materials that we need, Stormy actually has on him. He has components to be able to make a pod launcher. So in total, what is it? We're going to need 50 steel for the pod launcher and 1 component, 60 steel for 1 pod and a component. So 3 components, 4 components, or 3 components for 3 pods, and about 170 steel. At this here, we've got 60 steel, so we're going to need to send at least 120, or yeah, about 120 steel just to be safe. but no components. Alright, I'm going to wait for Stormy to get there, though. I'm not going to go early so that I can be as productive as I can mining up. And it looks like we are already back on plasteel mining, which is good. And aggro's cranking out the advanced components. Doing a quick medical tab. You are super irradiated. What else? 11. You are way actually past radiation. That's entirely my bad. Poppy, you look terrible too. Oh god, Poppy, you look really terrible. Jesus. And she is rad damage to her torso. Great. Well, I do have one heal mech serum. Christmas just keeps on giving. Alright, let's do some more medical tabs. Semph, you're really not that much better than Poppy. You know, we'll do the opposite. Medical tab. Aletta, Faustina, and Janes, and Tony are the only ones that are going to be unrestricted. So, Aletta, Faustina, Tony, and Janes, you are allowed out. Everybody else, you go to cover. Because there is one kind of slightly shady way that I can cure Poppy's radiation damage without using a heal mech serum, which is to literally kill her myself and then resurrect her. And she'll resurrect without the damage. The resmech serum will actually heal her like that. But that's a pretty dark way to bring someone back from an injury. But I suppose that's kind of what like a heart transplant is, right? I mean, when you go on a heart transplant, you're kind of dead. You're not literally dead, but you're kind of dead, and then they bring you back. I don't know. I'm sure there's some medical procedures that actually do have to kill you, and then you bring it back. Oh, and now she has carcinoma of the liver. Well, that's a organ that does a lot of heavy lifting, so let's go and repair it. Unfortunately, it has to be Tony, because Stormy is away. Alright. Stormy has arrived and is very super far from civilization here. Janes, you are going to haul this plasteel down. And then, Janes, you are going to take... It's really just steel that we need. But I'm going to have you take 120 steel and then some chem fuel. $150 chem fuel. That ought to be enough. Get that going. Alright, Stormy, you are bionic leg, and your radiation is not so bad, so you should be able to get to the outpost without, you know, growing a new limb, like Poppy is here. Alright, Poppy's carcinoma is cured, but her radiation is still really bad. Let's just hope she only gets cancer. It's a weird thing to say, but I don't want her to have rad damage, because rad damage is a lot harder to cure. Oh, and look at that. We have an eclipse. What are you doing out there? Jesus. Don't go wandering out there. What are you doing? Alright, so transport pod has nothing in it. We're waiting on steel. Oh, because Cephalo's hauling some of it. Alright, launch. You know, actually, don't even rebuild that. We'll only rebuild it if we absolutely need it. Alright, so you are going to be outpost no rads. It's also possible to send some of this slag home because we are going to be heading home in 2 trips, and there should be extra weight. Alright, so outpost no rads. So instead, you're going to be forbid and unrestricted and build that baby. Fuel it. Okay, and next up, transport pod. Alright. And then we are going to outpost no rads. Put you on outpost no rads. Stormy, we're going to launch you, and all but 1 or 2 of the components, all the advanced components, why don't I have access to more slag chunks? Oh, because they're not in my stockpile. Well, excuse me. Alright, this is just in case I need the extra steel. So, Stormy, I got you steel, or silver, components, all the slag. Oh, I could do a lot of slag chunks. Alright, that's fine. Launching? I guess I can land here because like there's no roof there anymore. Alright, storm. Almost launched. Well, let's do a limited rad zone here to pick this stuff up. And Jane's. I could get more slag, but most of it is outside the map and doesn't matter that much. So we are just going to launch you home with the bedroll and the chem fuel. Some of it, not all of it. Well, let's see if we can do a superhero landing right in the middle of the base. That'd be pretty cool. Stormy, you should be on limited rads, I think. No, you should be on no rads. Almost, James, almost. He also needs to be on no rads. But after he grabs one of these, so no rads. Well, that trip was sort of fruitful, I guess. I can't say I got a whole lot of stuff out of it, but I don't know. We made an effort. Oh my goodness, Poppy, you are so irradiated. And more rad damage. Alright, so I think we have to kill her. Because I'm just gonna let her body become one big mutated mess, and then murder her and bring her back to life. I also think that this episode's gonna go a little longer than usual, because I am coming up on my time limit, and I certainly do not have a ship built. But I don't want it to be. I'd like it to be like a Christmas miracle that we're even gonna bring her Poppy back to life. That's kind of perfect, right? She mutated for our sins, and then, I don't know. That's slightly sounding heretical. I think we're good. Don't worry about cooking no more. Oh, here you go, cooking some more. Well, at least 11 didn't get irradiated. It's just been Poppy so far. I suppose it's a good reminder that, yes, this challenge is challenging. Also, there's been a consistent question of, will I release this mod when I'm done? I will, but it won't be supported. So if it's incompatible with something, or if it doesn't work perfectly, you'll be sort of out of luck. unfortunately. I'm not going to, I'm not a modder. It's not what I do. So it won't be released on the workshop. It will just be released on my website. So as to encourage that I'm not basically supporting it. I don't really have any silver or anything they want to buy other than my Doomsday launchers. But I'd like to not part with the Doomsday launchers if I can. So I'm going to ignore this combat supplier. So taking a look here, we need 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We've got 7. So instead, I'm going to just tell them to make 11 advanced components. Oh, here we go. We're grabbing them. I'll just have to keep track. Alright, so this pod is ready to be built. This one needs components. Regular components I could get by breaking stuff down. I will start to cannibalize. I didn't want to have to do too much cannibalization, but if I grab some extra components from breaking stuff down, I will. In fact, we don't need this deep drill anymore. Tony, can you construct? No. Your skill's too low. Well, Eclipse is ending. My backup batteries absorbed a lot of the lack of power during it. So we're still good. Unfortunately, a lot of my people got really irradiated running that trade that didn't really yield us very much. Meaning that the amount of people that I can send constructing is pretty low at the moment. So 6, 8. I just need 8. 8 more. 7 more. I'll just have it be a do until you have, and just forbid it once we're there. Whole lot of idleness. Oh, a electrical short. Oh, lovely. Didn't hurt me this time, even though there was chem fuel sitting right there. If I was smart, I could have put the chem fuel in some sort of obscure corner, making sure that it wouldn't catch fire, but I don't think I'm going to need that trade post anymore. Alright, she's out of the woods. She won't be irradiated any further. Kazumi, I'm going to put you on limited rads and have you build more caskets. Here we go. It's looking good. Faustina, drink a beer. I don't need a tantrum or anything. Alright, how bad is it? Oh, it's looking good. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. And Cefalu has low enough rads to probably be able to manufacture the rest. The other issue here is the issue with Poppy. Correct? Yeah, this is... could be a little weird. Pods coming down. Jade right next to the base. Alright, breaking the wall. Ms. Poppy, where are you? I'm very sorry about this, but it's for your own good. So, first things first, I don't want to damage her gear. So she's going to get all sorts of naked. Is there someone that hates you already? Cefalu, but he can't hurt you. Everybody kind of likes you other than Hired Gun. Well, you don't like Hired Gun. I'm trying to think of, like, who could sort of off her and not care. Aletta's a misogynist. But somehow she... Oh, because you're beautiful, yeah. Because I don't really have any psychopaths, do I? Alright, Aletta, it's going to be you. But I'm going to do it... I'm going to do it as nice as I can. This is terrible. And by that, I mean I'm going to load up one into the caravan here. I'm going to kill Poppy where no one else is going to see, so that no one has to witness an ally's death. This doesn't help. Alright, Poppy's dead. And then I'm going to use the res serum. She's alive. Oh, it didn't really work. She's still got the radiation sickness. Oh well. I'm going to carry her to a pod then. I thought that would work. It works sometimes, but not in this case. Alright, Aletta. Cancel caravan forming. Well, an attempt was made. Didn't pan out. And now Aggro has to be solely responsible for all of the remaining advanced components. So, a real fail all around. I could have tried to heal Mech Serum, but the thing with that is I only had one, and I had 2 health conditions, so it's not going to cure it all. Is there any other health conditions that the Heal Mech Serum could help? No, not really. So we are waiting on 7 more advanced components. Well, actually less than that, because we have 2, so 5 more advanced components. And some regular components. And the regular components, I am going to cannibalize from steel turrets around the base. We only need 4 more regular components. Alright, Jane's want to sleep with Poppy, but she's not dead, so at least there's that. Why is insect meat rotting away in storage? It should be frozen. Yeah, whatever. How much more feeding are we really going to do? Alright, Mr. Cefalu, you are going to be limited rads. Let's build this bad boy. Keep your daughter from getting irradiated. So, 4 advanced components left. Alright, that was irradiating, but not too bad. Oh, so the issue is we're out of plasteel. Restrictions, Janes. Limited. Get you on plasteel. And Semph. Get you on plasteel. They're better than Faustina at it. I could break down the bigger turrets, but I'd like to leave them alone. I do really enjoy leaving a real base behind, rather than to scrap everything, even though that would be faster and maybe more economical and have a lot of other benefits. Alright, Kazumi. Well, there's no more lavish meals to eat, so enjoy. Alright, so here's the advanced components that we're getting. 4 more left. I could also just pop the ground penetrator there, and that would give me some too. But we'll craft it up. This will just be a little long. Hour-long Christmas special. Hope y'all don't mind. Well, everybody's moods dramatically dwindle. Alright, go get yourself some food. And rest. My kin, Milliston, died. Yeah, that happens. Everybody's on edge. Everybody's sad. Worst Christmas ever. Hired gun can't help with the components either. That's okay, Aggro's back at it. A little Psychic Soothe, that will help. Put a smile on everyone's face. I think we only need 9 more plasteel, or 1 more plasteel to get everything scored away. Kazumi, you're okay to do this? Not exactly. Alright, and 1 more left. Normally I would say to Aggro, get back to work, but I don't want him to have a mental break. And it is pretty when you play poker, though. Well, on the bright side, we've had a little bit of peaceful moment to ourselves. After that last raid, hasn't been a full onslaught. We've been having a little bit of a breather, and with that, we're going to be able to get off this planet. Oof. So many people are having mental breaks. Oh, man. Here's the last advanced component. The game is trying to not have me leave Tomb World here by dropping me tons of presents, Christmas presents. It's gonna happen, guys. Can't stop it. There it is. That's the last one I need. Yep, Cefalu's gonna build it. Or not. He's just gonna deliver it. Aggro. Actually, let's not do that yet. We'll wait for Janes. I don't want Janes to come out of his daze and not see friends. That just wouldn't be right. Well, here's the good thing. I don't really have work left to do. I can just sort of enjoy myself. Revelry. Go have fun, everybody. Go have a wonderful Christmas. It's a very strange base, I must say. One of the strangest I've ever built. Due to the forced requirement of underground, it does make for a very weird gameplay. Everything has to be subterranean. No exceptions. Very little wildlife. And pretty rough life. Everything gets much slower, too. The amount of progress that you can make in a given episode is pretty bad. But I enjoy seeing all of your attempts doing Tomb World once... Alright, no longer hiding in his room. Once I release this mod to you all. Alright, so we're just about ready to load up. One last little salute to the base. Oh, Faustina got knocked out. Oh, more Christmas presents. Some synthread. Janes, go to the pod next to Poppy. And Acid, go to the pods next to Rennick. Aggro and Kazumi. Semph and Aletta. Stormy and 11. Tony with your sister. Cefalu. And Hired Gun. And Faustina. Well, we tried. Faustina, it wouldn't be a proper exit if not for a little bit of unconsciousness. And if I am not incorrect, every single person is inside a pod. Well, guys, we're ready to launch. And you know what? I'm happy to. So before the overwhelmingly loud menu music takes over, I'm just going to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for supporting my series. Thanks for supporting my entire channel. If you aren't a subscriber yet, and you'd like to be, it's as simple as, subscribing down below. To all the people that are on my Discord channel, Merry Christmas to you as well. I'll be giving away about 150 games today, and hopefully many of you listeners will win the game of your choosing. Farewell, everybody. I enjoyed this series immensely. I'll be releasing the mod on my website, so go to Rhadamant.com if you'd like access to the mod. And I wish you well. Tune in for a new series coming soon. Adios, everybody.